Welcome back to SpectraShowcase, where stories aren't just told, they're experienced. Today, we're diving deep into a gripping crime thriller packed with deceit, power, and psychological warfare. It's more than just a story of revenge, it's a clever game of manipulation, where the real enemy might just be inside your own mind. This is Revolver, a film that pulls you into the shadows of the underworld and keeps your head spinning with questions until the very end. Ready for a twisted journey where the battle between ego and identity turns deadly? Let's unravel it together, but fair warning, spoilers ahead. After 7 long years in solitary confinement, gambler Jake Green finally walks free. He doesn't waste time. 2 years post-release, Jake and his brother Billy head straight to a high-stakes casino run by ruthless crime boss Dorothy Matcha, ready to claim what they're owed. Despite his bodyguard Paul's warning, Matcha lets Jake sit at the table. Just getting to that room is a challenge for Jake. His claustrophobia nearly overpowers him, but rather than face 20 flights of stairs, he takes the elevator, pushing through a panic attack. Jake throws his first bet deliberately and loses. But it's all part of the strategy. He's setting a trap. Moments later, he plays Matcha with the same bet and wins big. The brothers leave, bags full of cash. Just outside, a stranger named Zach stops them with a warning they're in danger. He hands Jake a card. When Jake tries to take the stairs, he collapses. The card simply reads, "Take the elevator." Jake wakes up in a hospital. No clear cause for the blackout. Back at home, he's attacked. The hit ordered by Matcha. A mysterious card on the ground reading "Pick this up" saves his life. He ducks just in time, but chaos breaks out. Zach appears again just in time to rescue him. Matcha's top hitman, Sauter, can't understand how he missed. He never does. He suspects Jake was warned, but he tells Matcha he had a bad feeling. Zach brings Jake to meet his quiet partner Avi. Strangely, they already have Jake's medical records. The news: he has a rare, fatal blood disease and only 3 days to live. But there's a catch. For protection, Jake must hand over all his money and do everything they ask, no questions asked. Jake walks out, suspicious, but reality closes in. Every doctor gives him the same diagnosis. Desperate, Jake agrees to Avi and Zach's terms and joins their operation. Turns out, they're loan sharks. They start using Jake's money, and in return, ask for full honesty. They want to know about Matcha. Years ago, 3 goons working for Matcha the Yaddies dragged Jake into a high-stakes card game. When other players insulted his mother, Jake snapped, guns were drawn. The power cut, money vanished, and Jake ended up in jail. Matcha's crew killed his sister-in-law to silence him, but Jake stayed quiet. In prison, Jake spent solitary between 2 mysterious inmates, one a chess master, the other a brilliant con man. They never spoke but passed notes through books. Over time, Jake learned their formula, a mind game to win at anything. They promised a prison break together but left without him, stealing his savings. A note they left behind read, "You can only get smarter by playing a smarter opponent." Jake then used their method to outsmart casinos and get rich. Back in the present, Avi and Zach assigned Jake to deliver money and intimidate clients. But Jake, despite his tough past, can't bring himself to hurt the innocent. He's changing. Meanwhile, Avi and Zach rob Matcha. They steal a safe full of powder, promise in a drug deal, and frame the triads and Matcha against each other. Mac is forced to scramble and pays triple to cover the mistake. Jake keeps helping, still haunted by the idea he's dying. During a chess match with Avi, Jake recalls prison, the silent years, the psychological training, the betrayal. One day, Jake's brother Billy calls with disturbing news. No one, not even Sam Gold, the ultimate crime king, wants to deal with Avi and Zach. Jake should run, but he doesn't. He's sent to threaten a client and refuses, then turns the gun on Avi only to find it empty. Avi knocks him out. Jake wakes up in the motel. Avi calls and says he's survived his 3rd day. Time for a checkup. His doctor reveals the truth. Jake's perfectly healthy. It was all a lie. Furious and confused, Jake calls Avi, who simply tells him, "You'll understand soon." Matcha, unraveling from every direction, learns Jake's name is tied to all his failures. He orders a hit. Back at the motel, Zach and Avi warn Jake the thugs are here. Jake escapes in time, but in the chaos, one thug accidentally kills himself. His team assumes Jake did it, increasing the pressure. Later, Jake confronts Zach and Avi. They reveal they knew about the Yaddies, 3 idiots who tried to kill Jake when he got out. To survive, Jake made them a deal. He'd pay them a share of every loan made. that Jake tricked them, paying each with the other's money. Eventually, they ran out and borrowed from Matcha, dragging him into the game. When Jake took a vacation with Billy and his niece, Matcha murdered the Eddies. Now, the whole mess is boiling over. Matcha, dining with his crew, gets ambushed. A woman disguised as a waitress of Lord John's people tries to kill him. She fails, but shoots his finger off. Matcha sends Sauter to clean house. As Jake reflects on his journey, Abby and Zach explain something profound: Sam Gold doesn't exist. He's not a man. He's the idea of greed and ego. He only has power because people give it to him. The only way to win the game: stop playing it. Jake donates all his money. He sneaks into Macca's bedroom, apologizes for stealing from him, praises him as the true kingpin, and walks away. He takes the elevator, his worst fear, and confronts his ego during a panic attack. He wins by letting go. When the doors open, Matcha stands with a gun. Jake doesn't flinch. He walks by, calm. Matcha is humiliated, doesn't understand how he has no power over Jake anymore. The next morning, newspapers declare Matcha a community hero. Jake really did make a donation in Macca's name. For a moment, Matcha is proud. Then Paul delivers the real bomb. Jake has the powder. He played them all. Paul and his crew track down Billy, torturing him for answers. When they find Billy's daughter, Sauter can't bring himself to hurt a child. He turns on the crew and kills them until he himself is shot. Lily arrives at Macca's office with a wreath from gold. She says Matcha is finished, no more chances. He spirals into panic. In the final act, Abby and Zach bring Jake and the powder to the casino. Abby beats Jake at chess, then admits they were the two prisoners next to him all along. But maybe they weren't even real, just the smarter voices in Jake's head. Before Jake can process it, Macca's guards drag him to the boss. Matcha points a gun at Jake's niece, but Jake, unfazed, tells her everything will be okay. That's when Matcha finally breaks. He can't take it. Jake's fearlessness crushes him, and in his breakdown, his ego whispers the final line: "You can't kill a dead man." Matcha pulls the trigger on himself. If this mind-bending story of manipulation, ego, and identity got your heart racing, hit that like button and subscribe to Spectra Showcase for more deep dives into epic thrillers and cinematic games. Let us know your favorite twist from Revolver in the comments.